All right, we're talking with Senior Vice President Brody Grymko. Brody, let's talk a little bit about why you wanted to get involved in, helping out your class there of 2026.
I know that when I was a junior, there was a huge thing that I see like the other senior classes do like above me and even in other schools, and I see the things that they're able to do, and I know that to do those things you have to have good leadership and like the people around me. So I want to be part of that, where I can have like the trips that we can have and the events that we're starting to have, because I know I have like good fundraising ideas, and I know that I can like be a good like point in that to make our senior class a better year.
Let's talk about leadership. Did you first realize it at a certain age? Like, whether it was like, hey, I was a patrol in school, or, this one teacher in seventh grade asked me to do something. What were some leadership things that you remember that kind of maybe gave you that idea?
I think one of the biggest like leadership opportunities I had was when I was in Boy Scouts. And I was a patrol leader for 3 years, so I was a leader of like 8 kids in my patrol for like over 4 years. And then I got elected senior patrol leader, where I was a leader of my entire troop. And I think that opportunity, having each week planning out the activities and like having fundraising ideas, definitely like had an effect on like how I become a leader myself.
Talk a little bit about other things that you took out of Boy Scouts. Whether it's rules or routines or like just kind of maybe getting some things down, like, hey, this is going to help me later in life.
One of the opportunities that Boy Scouts is giving me is like not necessarily like have campfires and stuff, but to be able to like talk to others and guide others to their goals, not only with my own goals, but like having my opportunities and my mentorship to guide others to be the better versions of themselves.
Let's talk a little bit about school right now. It's senior year. Talk a little bit about some of the courses you have, some of the teachers you have. How are things going after the first quarter?
After the first quarter, my grades are actually pretty good. I decided to take 3 APs this year because I want to get some good college credits so I can do good on those tests, so I don't have to pay less, so I can pay less in college. And I think I'm doing completely fine in school. Some of my favorite classes are anatomy, because I love learning about bones and muscles and stuff. And I love consumer apps as well, because like a lot of other math classes lead you to like algebra and stuff, but consumer apps is a class. It's like, how to like do credits and like checks and like how to handle your money.
Let's talk about the next step for you, because some people are like, hey, I want to go to this type of school or there or within a couple hours. You're kind of like, listen, I want to go to this city, and whatever school kind of fits in that mix. So tell us a little bit about your thoughts.
I'm a big Steelers fan myself, and when I went to Steelers training camp like a few years ago when I was in my freshman year, I was in the city of Pittsburgh and I fell in love with it. So I started looking around schools, not when I was in 8th grade, but like when I was a sophomore. And Pittsburgh University of Pittsburgh, when I toured it, it was just incredible. And then I also toured like Duquesne, and I want to go to school in Pittsburgh because maybe during the summer I can work for the Steelers part-time, or during the off season, or even during the season I can work like maybe security. But definitely I want to go to school for finance, because when I was in my massive debt to my brother, finance was like my major goal. Like, this is what I want to do for my future.
Talk a little bit about your family. Who's in it? Who's there to support you and kind of guide you along the way?
I have a very loving mother and father, along with an older sister who's a sophomore in college, and I have a sophomore brother who's also in this high school as well.
How about as far as get-togethers, Thanksgiving's coming up? Like, what do you look forward to with some of the holiday activities?
During Thanksgiving, I definitely look forward to going to my Nana's, where we're all in one place and we're all watching football, and we have like a nice get together with the food and such. And then after, we go to my uncle's house on my dad's side, and we just have such a good time there when it comes to we have like a dessert get together where we have all different like dessert competitions. And I just love like being with my family along with Thanksgiving and during Christmas, just like the whole winter season as well.
Yeah, it's a good time of year, family time, and you try to slow down a little bit when you get a couple days off, that's for sure. Mm-hmm. How about as far as like something that you look forward to that your Nana cooks, or something that you're really looking forward to? You mentioned that dessert thing. Mm-hmm. Sounds like pretty cool too.
I'm a huge fan. I'm from Polish, so she makes these pierogies and they're just so good. And I want to learn. So like during like half days and stuff, I'm definitely gonna like go up to her house and learn the pierogies. And then during the desserts, my mom makes these like bomb cookies and my sister makes these bomb cookies. And I have like this pretzel salad that I make where it's like a small layer of like pretzel and sugar, and then it's like the gelatin on top of the strawberries, and it's just so good.
Getting hungry.
Oh yeah,
this is good stuff. Let's talk a little bit about being a member here at Wilkes Barre area. What's it like to be a student, and kind of seeing different kids from different parts of Wilkes Barre, or the surrounding areas here that are students for the Wolfpack?
with my graduating class being over 500 people compared to like other schools around us being maybe 20% of that, it's such like a vast diversity of kids, and like someone that you could see across like the hall, they could be in your class and like you wouldn't even know, because there's so many people that you could talk to and like so many opportunities to like gain a friend that you don't know about. And a lot of my friends that I talk to now aren't necessarily friends that I had in like middle school, but they're ones that I gained over the last 4 years in high school.
You have a lot to offer. You talk about family. You talk about, what you want to do with your future. When you think about life going forward, hey, I want to get into finances, and you're really kind of gearing towards Pittsburgh, do you think you could return to Northeast PA, or do you think Pittsburgh could be your future of where your life sets up possibly?
I know I was looking at King's College as well, and I was looking at other schools like in our area, but King's College also has a very good finance program. But even if I go to school in Pittsburgh, there's no guarantee that I'll stay there or like live in. I can end up in like New York City, or maybe I can come back here if I get like a good nice internship that comes up.
All right, well, it's good to catch up with you, talk a little bit about all your duties you have here. So appreciate you being the vice president of the senior class, and good catching up with you.
Thank you.